Welcome back everyone to another Day Zero Battle for Humanity deck build. Build along. We're going over Armin Arlert, and as I said in a previous deck build, I'm going to be building in the video as opposed to just going over a deck I've already built to help kind of showcase how you can navigate the new attuned symbols along with your current building styles in UVS Ultra. So we're going over Armin. And I also will not be doing the Challenger Series characters because I believe their Challenger Series deck should be the perfect Day Zero for those two characters. So we're going over Armin, who can be found in the Battle for Humanity booster set. He is a 6 hand size 29 health character with life and order as his symbols. He is a Survey Core, that's his character trait. He says enhance if there is an attack in your card pool, look at the top card of your deck. So this is really powerful information. You always know what your next check's going to be, so long as you have an attack in your deck, or in your card pool. Now, I would say, it does not say attack card, so I'm going to say that you can only play this ability during your turn, unless you're playing him in retro with reversals, but that's a whole nother matter. He also has enhance once per turn, add one foundation from your stage to your hand, build the top card of your deck. So a good way to get bad checks off the top of your deck, and maybe store some attacks for later. So we're going to build Armin off of the life symbol today. So we're going to be focused on life. Again, make sure you have future standard as your custom format. Life, and his attuned symbols are life and order, I believe. Yeah, life and order. Or actually, do we want to build him off of order or life? Let's try to build them off order, shall we? So let's check for our attacks that are order, order attuned, and life. Let's see, moving into life, I don't think we want to focus on life gain. Because of his abilities, he's very scouty. He wants a lot of information. So I think we're going to focus on information gathering, either scouting the top of our deck or scouting what our rival has available to them. So we're not going to do any of these 9 or more foundations. We're not going to do a lot of life gain. Not going to worry too much about deadlock, gaining health. Build top card of our deck face down committed. That could be useful, but as a blitz, it's kind of blind building. So I don't know if we want to do that too much. 9 more foundations, it's a throw, Jaws of Life. I don't know if Jaws of Life is really good for us. Midst of Despair, we're not gaining health. Not dealing with backups. That's just a good side piece with Scouting Skirmish. Again, not dealing with backups. Alright, so I don't think we're going to be using a lot of attuned life cards for our attacks. So into our order. Add a backup to its owner's momentum. That's good for a side. Maybe like a side deck. Commander's Rage, we're not dealing with wall counters. Execute orders would be good if it didn't deal with like the printed difficulty. Because if we pick up a face down, this just gives us 0 speed. So that's not great. Farewell Between Friends. Your rival reveals their hand. Choose one card revealed this way. Your rival cannot play copies of that card until the start of your next turn. So this is more scouting information. We would see the block zones that our rival has, and we can make sure that they either cannot block with a key block, maybe it's the only mid block in their hand, and we could just shut that down, or if we're not going to kill them that turn, we can tell them this attack in your hand is not allowed to be played against us that turn. I like that. I like this ability. So we're going to go with that. Flashy Technique, weapon and card in your card pool, no. Freeze a foundation, no. Freeze foundation, commit all foundations with a difficulty of 2. That's not bad, but I don't know if that's going to be real helpful to us. Wall counters we're not playing. After you block with this card, ready a foundation and your rival commits a foundation. But that's a +4. Play fighting. Okay, this is another one I like because it cannot be blocked by attack cards, which means if we've scouted our rival's hand and say they only have 1 foundation in their hand, we can say they're not allowed to play that foundation, play fighting as our next attack. Our rival can't block it. So that's pretty good, and in Deadlock it gets 5 damage, so that's pretty cool. I do like that ability. When playing this attack, you must choose a backup if possible. Not really great. If this is the only attack in your card pool, commit and freeze one rival backup or foundation. No thank you. Powerful 2, no thank you. Breaker 1 and stun 1. Not bad. We're not dealing with wall counters. Waylay is good for, like, momentum countering. Weapons within. Response: after you play this card, shuffle up to 3 cards from your discard pile into your deck. Blitz, make a check against a difficulty of 6. If you pass, this attack gets +3 damage. That's not bad. That's definitely a good way to use your ability, because we're going to be scouting the top card of our deck, so if we know we have a 5 or a 6, and we can make this check pass easily, we can just instantly go up to a 4 high 7. It's pretty good. Form, lose a stamina, draw a card, discard a card. No. Don't want to do that shift. Don't want to do that shift. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing shift cards unless we're, like, dedicated to it. And I don't think Armin is dedicated to it. Unexpected outcomes. Blitz, your rival reveals their hand. More scouting. Reveal one attack card. Remove one attack card revealed this way. After this attack resolves, you may flip it and try to play it as a copy of the removed card as your next form. That's definitely going in there. That is all the way what we want to do. We want to see our rival's hand. We want to see what they have in their blocks or what might be coming at us next turn. That is absolutely going in there. Titan Armbar. While this card's in our card pool, our attacks get +2 damage. What's our damage looking like right now? 6, 5, 4, and 8. But we wouldn't want to play the 5 and the 9 as our second attacks, so probably no thank you on Titan Armbar. What are our zones here? Mid, low, high, mid. We're pretty all over the place, so probably no combo mid stuffs. Amplifier Jack attack. Spend 1 momentum after we play this card. Look at our rival's hand. That could be useful, because on block we can spend the momentum to see what other attack zones they might have, so we know what we need to block. That could be pretty good. Next attack is +1 damage for each of its keywords. I don't think we're doing a lot of keyword stuff here. No keywords. 1, 2, 1, 3. Yeah, we're not dealing with a lot of that. Look at the top card of your deck. You may mill it. It's not entirely necessary, because we have our once per turn, and we have our constantly checking the top card of our deck. So I don't know if that's worth it. If we have revealed a card this turn, add the top card of our deck to our momentum. We're not really revealing, because we're looking at the top of our deck, right? Yeah, we're looking at the top of our deck, so we're not really worried about revealing. Patchwork Baby, we're not dealing with a lot of keywords. If this attack is not blocked, add the top card of your rival's discard pile to their card pool. Not bad. Mill 3, if we milled an attack this way, draw a card. Not bad, but not great. Let's see what else we want to do. We can build in 2 face-down foundations. But aren't we already playing a 2-check? Yeah, Farewell Between Friends is already a 2-check. We don't want to run too many 2-checks, especially when we have a 9 difficulty move. So, let's see what else. If this attack resolves, if it dealt damage, draw a card. If your rival has 8 or more foundations, draw a card. Not bad. Our checks to play Charge, Fury, and Slam attacks get +1. Nothing. Ranged. Charge. Titan. Charge. Nah, not worth it. Not worth it for us. Absorbed Spirit Strike. After we block with this card, flip the blocked attack after it resolves and add the top card of our deck to our momentum. That's useful. Our rival discards 1 momentum. If they did, this attack gets +X damage. X equals the top difficulty of the top card of their discard pile. So this would be good for not necessarily scouting, seeing what our rival has, but punishing them for what they have. Might be more of a sideboard card, though. We don't want Around the World. Walk the Dog's fun, but I don't think we're doing a lot of stun. We mainly want to stop our rival from doing things, scouting them out. If only Mob Strike wasn't banned. But Mob Strike was banned for a reason. Mob Strike was silly and should not have come back. We could gently theft. Discard momentum after we play this attack. Our rival discards a card. That's good. But it would prevent them from having a frozen card stuck in their hand. So that's a little not great. To play this, lose 2 health. Not great, not great. Let's see, what else have we got here? Haymaker, we could force our rival to play attacks after we block with it and breaker them. Let's see what else. Our rival reveals the top 3 cards of their deck. We can discard any number of cards revealed this way and add the rest to the top of their deck in any order. Okay. I don't know if that's really great, though. Combo Slam. Look at the top card of our deck. We may discard it. We already know what the top card of our deck's going to be. Name a card type. Our rival reveals the top card of their deck. If the revealed card matches the name type, draw a card. That's good if we're scouting the top of our rival's deck, but there's not really a way to do so. What else do we want to do? How are we scouting other things? Add 1 card from our discard pile to the top of the deck. Not bad. Knee Smash. Remove a foundation. If the top card of your discard pile is a foundation, build it. Flip a foundation. If the top card of your discard pile is an attack, draw. That's not awful. Let's see. What else? What else? What can we scout with? Vile Seizing is just all around a good card. All around good things. Especially if we're scouting the top card of our deck and we want to draw an attack off the top card of our deck. So that's really good. If you have no cards in your hand, stun, gain, draw a card. Let's see. Blood Moon Rending's good if we're dealing with attack and weapon. We only have 1 weapon though, so that's not a really good useful combo there. They can add a card from their hand. Oh, that's a Sero in hand, so we're not dealing with that. Heroic Clash. Alright, that might be it. That might be it. So let's see what we've got here. We've got 6 attacks. So we definitely want to do these blitzes. So if we do these ratios, what does that give us? 21 attacks. That's not bad. This gets -1 difficulty if we have at least 2 other charge attacks in our card pool, which we won't. So let's go back through and see what other attacks we can do. If we've gained health, this attack is 2 speed, 2 damage, but it's weak. 9-4 Foundations, draw a card. Deadlock, Feast is combo and health gainy stuffs. If it deals damage, doesn't count towards progressive. What do our block modifiers look like? Mid, low, kind of all over the place already. We sacrifice a foundation with a difficulty of 2 or greater. If we do, build the top 2 cards of our deck face down. Committed. You know what? That might not be bad. Put that in there. Take this down to a 2 of. But I think that might be it, because we're not dealing with Titan backups. As funny as Titanic Leap is, I don't think it's going to be worth it for us. Yeah, so we're gonna call that there. So that'll be our 21 attacks. So now let's move into assets. Assets with order and the order life. We are a survey corps. We're a survey corps. So what does survey corps do? Commit, this attack gets 2 speed. If your character has survey corps, it gets +2 damage as well. That's pretty good. I like that. I also like vertical moving equipment, because we can spend a momentum. This attack gets +3 or -3 speed, and we can change its zone. So this means if we're scouting our rival's hand, we see what block zones they have. So that's actually really, really strong. We can see what block zones they have, move our attacks to the zones they don't have blocks for, and just crush them. It unblocks, obviously. I also like Psychic Spirit Glass, because we can, as a form, remove. Our rival reveals their hand. We choose one card revealed this way, and they cannot play copies of that card for the rest of the turn. So again, they cannot block with specific cards. So if we shut down... let's take Survey Corps to 1. So if we can shut down one of their block zones, we can vertical maneuvering equipment, change the zone, and just hammer that zone all the way. So I really dig that. That's a really good combo here. For actions, we're not dealing with walls. Genkai's Guidance is good defense. Showdown, Future is Now. Let's do 2 Genkai's Guidance. Because that is... Come on, thank you. That is just good defense, a good get out of attack free card. So that puts us at 30 cards. So now let's look at our life and order attuned and order foundations. Flip for -1 damage is not great. Why would we play Boring Respite when we have Refreshing Blend? We're not playing shifts. Again, Defend the Rear is just really solid. Loyal Friend, we're not playing backups. We're not drawing or discarding a lot. Not gaining health, we're not playing backups. Rival's turn, commit to draw a card. Not bad, we can draw an extra block, hopefully. And if we have 9 or more foundations, our attacks get +1 speed, just as a static. That's not bad. Let's put this in as a 1-of, just to see. I'm not going to do the blanks. I do like Uplifting Bond, because if our attack can deal damage, it ignores progressive difficulty, and once per turn after we play an attack, we gain a health. Gaining a health is going to be nice. We're not playing Titans. We're not trying to take direct hits. Alright, after we are dealt damage by an unblocked attack, commit a rival foundation. We don't want to take unblocked attacks, though. We don't have a lot of printed difficulty 3 less attacks. Form, commit, spend a momentum, freeze a rival foundation. If they have 8 or more foundations, freeze 2 instead. Well, other than the Amplifier Jack attack and vertical maneuvering equipment, we don't have a lot of momentum outlets here. So that could be a nice cheeky 1-of. Try to freeze and lock down some rivals' foundations. We're not playing wall counters. We're not playing wall counters. Lucky Break could be good, because if we check a 5 or greater to play an attack, our attack gets +1 damage. That's really solid, especially if we're guaranteeing that we have attacks on top of our deck. Our attack gets stun 1 and 1 damage. That's not bad. It's a decent rate of return. Flip, after an attack is played, its damage cannot be modified. We do like cards like that. That is helpful. Flip for -2 damage. That's okay. Turn something to its printed speed. On order, that might not be bad. Sacrifice to commit a rival foundation. No thank you. First form, look at the top card of our deck, and then enhance, name a card type. reveal the top card of our deck. If it's matches the name type, add it to our hand. We're going to be doing a lot of that. Alright, moving on. Let's see what else we can do here. Heart of the Band is very much about scouting the top card of our deck, because we can give +2 or -2 damage. We're not going to do sensitivity of sound. What else do we have? We're not revealing. I do like this, America's #1 hero. So we can flip, discard a card. Our rival cannot block our attack with the same card type as the type we discarded. So if we play fighting, use the blitz that our rival cannot block it with attack cards, and we first enhance America's #1 hero and discard a foundation, they cannot block with attacks or foundations. That's pretty solid. That is a very scary ability if we are looking at our rival's hand. But we have a lot of 3 diffs in our deck right now, so let's do that, and let's get one of those out, because we don't want too many 3 diffs, but because we are playing the 2s. However, we are also playing a 4, but again, this is for always play fighting for control if you can. We're just seeing what this is about for right now. Alright, what else we got? Childlike Appearance is Speed Hate, but we don't want too many 4 checks. Botan's Coaching is... I like to draw with Botan's Coaching. We could draw defensively with Botan's Coaching, because if we're freezing cards in our rival's hand, we don't want them discarding them, because we want them to clog their hand, but it could be something to do defensively. What else we got here? Strength and Beauty, this is a really strong card in my opinion, because a lot of air decks and characters like Bertolt are going to want to clear cards from their card pool, and the Tenacious Enhance on Strength and Beauty says they don't get to do that with one of their attacks, so that's really strong. What is a symbol? Hot-Blooded, looking for a challenge. What else we got here? If we play this card, look at the top card of our deck. We're usually going to be doing that anyway. I mean, on defense, if we block with it, it could be cool. And we could reveal the top card of our deck, or either deck, I believe. Yeah. But I don't know if we're going to be worried about that too much right now. Discard top card of your deck. If it was an attack, this attack gets 2 speed or -1 damage. Put this card on top of the deck for a guaranteed 5 check. What else we got here? Sense of Justice is good for keyword tribal decks. What else have we here? Not a 5-hander. Ice Gliding is just solid speed, boosting, and hate. We could look at the top card of our rival's deck for Rooftop Vantage. Let's see what our block zones look like here. Let's call that good. 62 cards, pretty good. We are a little low on lows. So let's go ahead and toss a couple of Rooftop Vantages in. 3, just so we can see. So that's 65 cards. Boosts our low blocks, and we can, with this, look at the top card of our rival's deck, so we get to see how fast we need to make something in order to make sure that it connects. And that is going to be my first take on Armin. I kind of dig this order package of seeing what your rival has going and using that knowledge to further your own game plan. I think abilities like that are very powerful, so the fact that we have several attacks in our hand that can either rip attacks away or stop our rival from playing cards is really, really strong, while we're constantly checking to make sure what our next check's going to be. And then if it's ever that 3 and we don't have a way to draw, we can just pick up a foundation and build that foundation down, or the top card of our deck down as a foundation to then pick up at a later time. But that is going to be my day 1 for Armin. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And if you want to support the channel further, you can follow me on Patreon. Until then, take care, guys.